Hey everyone, how's it going? This is groteworld, and today we're going to be playing some Harvest Moon: Another Wonderful Life. This has a rather lengthy intro at the start, so let's just get started right away. 1, 2, 3, and go. So Another Wonderful Life is a remake of A Wonderful Life. It is just basically the exact same game, created a year later. So there are some bug fixes and small changes and new features, as well as obviously the system, which is that I am a girl now. So we play as the protagonist, Pony, and she is basically the exact same as Mark, the Wonderful Life character. Today we are going to be doing a marriage run of Gustafa. He is one of the three bachelors, and the other two bachelors are Rock, who is the son of Tim and Ruby at the Inner Inn, and Merlin is the other one who lives with Vesta on the farm. What we are going to be doing today is marrying Gustafa, and we're not going to be using a Z cheat. Basically, this is a marriage percent with no Z cheat, and that means that we're not going to be utilizing this glitch. It's not really a glitch, it's a dev tool that they forgot to remove. Basically, with the Z cheat, if you remove or if you put a controller in the third slot and you press Z, you get a whole bunch of different items in your inventory, as well as money in your bank. So not using the Z cheat just basically means, hey, you have to find all the things that you need and stuff like that. After this run, I will be using or showing off the Z cheat and basically everything that it gives you. It doesn't actually save you as much time as you think. It really only gives you maybe 20 to 30 minutes of time, and this is about an hour run, I think at best. I believe my Gustafa Z cheat run is somewhere around 55 minutes, and my Gustafa no Z cheat run is like 1 hour and 1 minute. This glitch does not exist for the original Wonderful Life. It is only in the US release of Another Wonderful Life. So here we come up to our first decision. Do we want the pointy-eared dog or do we want the long-eared dog? It means nothing to the race, but we are going to be choosing the long-eared dog because that is the most canon of Harvest Moon dogs, and it is definitely the cuter of the two, in my opinion. So we pick a floppy-eared dog, and for Bree's sakes, we give it the name A. I am playing on the English version, which the only reason you really would play in the English version is if you were using the Z cheat. But I'm just using it today for basically the marathon so that you can all see what is being said very quickly. So the gentleman who's showing us around right now is Takakura. He is the farm hand here on the farm, and so he basically, helps do all the shipping and brings animals when we need them. We won't need to buy any animals for this run. We already are given a cow, which we will see right now, and we're just going to be using milk from the cow and flowers that we find. Any flowers work for Gustafa, but we're going to be using just the first ones, which are the toy flowers. I wish we could marry Takakura. I do. In Harvest Moon DS, it has the same characters as A Wonderful Life and Another Wonderful Life, but the 5 guys that you can propose to in that game are not Takakura. So here, Rock is our first bachelor, which we are not going to be working with. This is Galen and Nina. Nina is actually the only person to die in A Wonderful Life run. It's very sad. Here's Muffy and Griffin. Griffin is a bachelor in Harvest Moon DS, and Muffy is a bachelorette in A Wonderful Life. Lumina is actually a bachelorette. That little girl is a bachelorette in Harvest Moon: A Wonderful Life Special Edition. This is a cutscene that's specific to Another Wonderful Life, and it's just introducing Gustafa to basically be a person in the intro scene. Otherwise, they just kind of mention later on here a drifter musician, which is him. And here's our third bachelor, and this is Merlin. And behind him is Celia, who is one of the bachelorettes. Yes, that little girl is a bachelorette in Special Edition. I think they bumped her age in the story from like 12 to 15 or 16 in the Special Edition. But yeah, pretty gross. So the reason why my splits are red right now actually is because the Japanese version is about a minute shorter. So I mentioned this earlier that in all of the Harvest Moon, A Wonderful Life versions, the save or the sleeping menuing is different, and so it's kind of becomes a problem here. There, I'm trying to save, and I'm not able to. The other big thing that we see here in Another Wonderful Life and in Special Edition is that there's no grass growing by default. We actually have to plant grass to have the cow basically eat. So we're just going to keep on using fodder, basically. One more. Okay, so I pulled out 16 fodder, and what that does is that's going to give me 8 days of milk from the cow, and then I'm going to sell the cow. So it's after 9. So Gustafa is one of the craziest schedules in this game. But after 9 o'clock, he becomes available for sure. There is other times where he will be available around 7:30 in the morning. And then there's other days that he isn't available until almost 11 o'clock. There is a whole big discussion I don't care about happening in chat. Alright, I'm not going to get involved at least. But yeah, so I'm going to just come over here, pick up a bunch of toy flowers. And there's Gustafa walking off into the distance. So I think I triggered a Rock cutscene. So Rock, by default, really likes us. And so we're going to start just getting Rock heart events without us even trying at all. So if we basically tell him no, he loses a little bit of affection. And the hope is actually that you can just lower his affection enough that he'll stop trying to like you. So I'm giving Gustafa a flower and a milk. And then that's it for the day. Yeah, her ponytail animations are a little nauseating. But other than that, I really like how Pony looks. So if you hear any clicking in the background, I do actually have a tracker keeping track of what day I'm on. But actually, when you're sleeping in A Wonderful Life or Another Wonderful Life, it's not very specific. So in A Wonderful Life, it's 6 hours. Every time you sleep, no matter what, it's 6 hours. In Another Wonderful Life and in Special Edition, it's actually a variable amount. So here we're actually seeing I didn't wake up 18 hours later. So I'm not seeing him. Sometimes you just, oh, there he is. Sometimes you just need to stop and do a quick look around, like that, and we find him. That's fodder.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the dog's blocking the door, but just moved in time. It's a little late, or a little early for Gustafa. So I actually might go and get more flowers while I'm at it right now. I don't think Gustafa is technically faster. I think Endless Nightmare and I have just had better luck, and done more, just in generally more runs of Gustafa than we have of Rock. I'm gonna go get flowers. That's what I was gonna do. It's never bothered me, but I never really thought about it, why it's just a small picture. Here, Deca. But Another Wonderful Life really is an untouched game still. We haven't explored it too much, and the routes are pretty rudimentary. We don't even know. We'll see it here with Gustafa's final cutscene. Is it's hard to even know when it triggers besides at night. So let's hope he wakes up at 9. Gustafa's one of those ones that you kind of have to really stalk, to try to find out where they are. I just don't think he's going to wake up. I'll just double check one more time at 9:30. Nope. Okay. I'm just going to let it go because he's probably waking up at 11 today. So to actually be able to propose to him, there's two things that really need to happen. Three, I guess, seriously, but the first one is that we need to have him at 4 hearts of affection. That means about 20 days of gifts. The second thing that needs to happen is I need to view all 4 of his heart events. And technically the third thing that needs to happen is I need to have a blue feather. But I get the blue feather on summer 1, so I'm not really worried about that. Oops. So I don't want to forget about my cow. And as we leave the farm, there's a decent chance that we're going to trigger a Muffy cutscene. Yep. So this is just a random cutscene. It's kind of trying to build a friendship between you and Muffy. There will also be Nami cutscenes to have you be friends with her as well. The problem with the Nami cutscenes is that Nami is technically your rival for Gustafa. So those Nami cutscenes where you and Nami are trying to connect, she's actually like it's problems with Gustafa or it's her trying to like be with Gustafa. So we don't really like her. One thing that's tough about Gustafa as well is this moment right now. He is if he's playing the guitar, he will not accept any gifts. And so we literally, he could end in 5 seconds, he could end in 50 seconds. And we don't really know when he's going to end. He doesn't really give any indication. It's just waiting until he's done playing.
Yeah.
That was really close up, Gustafa. That was creepy personal space invading stuff. So we're not going to do just 20 straight days because his 4 heart events are split up among spring, summer, fall, and then the 4th one can either happen in supposedly in fall or in winter, but I've only ever seen it happen in winter. So as soon as we basically get heart event 1, we're going to be jumping up to summer. And there's an okay chance that we could get heart event 1 today. Oops. And I really like when Gustafa is at his yurt because it just makes it really easy to find him. But half the time he's playing that guitar and it really just irks me because I have to just sit here then.
Yeah.
But that one was okay. That one wasn't as bad as it was. And I'm actually going to take the time and I'm going to sell my cow now. I could keep on milking it and stuff, but it's not worth it. I already have plenty of milk, and at this point it really just comes down to getting Gustafa to give me the heart events. So I believe I have all the gifts that I'm going to need for the run. And hopefully heart event 2 or 1 happens tomorrow. It needs to be a sunny day. That's like the only real criteria. And you'll get it when you're leaving your farm. Cool. So here's hard event 1. So with hard events, they have a specific cadence to the conversation, and if you don't do the right conversation, then you have to, or then you would actually lose affection instead of gaining affection here. Most people are only running on the GameCube version right now, and that's because the PS2 version has some serious, what's the word I'm looking for? Latency issues. Loads are really bad, and then the frames per second was not limited. So, see, there's Nami just chilling with my guy.
Yeah.
The PS4 version, Sony did the remastering of it, and actually it's not as bad as the PS2 version, but it's still kind of pale in comparison to the GameCube version. There are a couple things that are just better or more specific to the special edition. First off, Lumina is only in the special edition, so if you want to do a Lumina marriage run, it's do special edition. It's actually projected that special edition on the PS4 is faster for the any percent. Any percent is literally sleeping 40 times a year, or what is it? Yeah, 40 times a year for 6 years. Instead of 10 years on the GameCube version. Oh, I got that. And so there's definitely advantages there. And then right now I'm working on routing run that's basically all of the PS4 trophies. So when the PS4 version came out, they actually added trophies to the system. And so the idea of the category would be routing PS4 trophies. Which technically PS2 could do that because the version is similar. Nami, where is he? I guess actually we don't need to be doing spring anymore. DS just uses the same characters. So most Harvest Moon games carry like the similar characters. So N64 characters get reused in Friends of Mineral Town, and then they also are reused, I believe, in a couple later games as well. DS is its own game, but just reuses those characters. So now we're just sleeping until Summer 1. And the reason we're doing that is twofold. One, we got to get the blue feather, obviously. Two, we just want to get to summer so that we can be ready for the next hard event, which takes place in the summer. And I'm hungry, which means it's probably summer 9. Yep, so here's summer 1. No, Zichi is actually just it's the developer tools when they were working on the product. They just forgot to basically remove it. And I was talking during the awesome Takakura O. Hey, thank you so much for the bits. So we're gonna go into the shed here, and we're gonna pull out the blue feather. Now, and that way we don't have to come back in here. Actually, I'm gonna take the time to how do I? That was weird. I'm gonna take the time to go over and get rid of the fodder that's in my bag. And I'm just doing this basically to free up my bag and make it easier to maneuver through it. The fodder's not really in the way at all, but it's definitely going to help me. So the other thing that I'm going to try to do is I'm going to ship 1 milk and try to be on the farm at 11 p.m. tomorrow. I meant to do this. So if I'm on the farm now at 11 p.m. tomorrow, I should get the horse, and that's gonna make getting back and forth from Gustafa's way easier. Yeah, the graphics aren't terrible. Every once in a while, the colors are kind of potatoey and all the same. But other than that, they usually hold up pretty well.
Yeah.
So I gotta remember that I need to be on the farm at 11 p.m. tomorrow. Hopefully I don't oversleep it. I probably will. Yep, overslept it. I just messed up. So not only did I oversleep it, but I overslept my day, basically. Which is fine. Towards the beginning here, we still have plenty of days for Gustafa. It really is just towards the end, when it's the summer, that it gets really tough. I'm going to try again today. So I'm hoping he wakes up at 10, because his cutscene in summer is actually in the yurt. Yep, so here we are for a second cutscene. And second cutscene is 1121. Oh no, this is party cutscene. This is a different cutscene than Heart Event. So he decides to have a party. And I don't believe this has any effect on his affection. I think this is just a cutscene that happens. So this is second cutscene. You can just get them back to back like that. So it's okay. I can like him again. So now we've done second cutscene. We're done with summer. We're gonna go back to sleeping until fall. We're gonna try to give him one more gift, as we haven't given him any gifts today.
Yeah.
So here's a flower. And here's milk. I do need to be on the farm tomorrow. Hopefully at 11 o'clock. I do think I am willing to wait for it at this point. So I would love if it was 5. I'm fine if it's 7, I guess is fine. We're just going to take some preemptive measures and grab some flowers. I don't think we're going to need them, but I have the time right now, so we're going to grab them. And, yeah. Might as well eat while I'm at it. I'll grab this one for later. And sadly, I just have to wait here. I would love to do this differently, but if I want to get this horse, this is kind of how I have to do it. I would show you Training Dog, because Training Dog is something special to Another Wonderful Life and Special Edition, but I believe it does stop time, in which that is not what I'm trying to do here. My day's going good, iBums. I wish I wasn't doing this right now, this sitting, but I kind of want the horse. I've only gotten the horse one time in a run, and it was definitely helpful. So it should be only 30 more seconds. I know this seems counterintuitive, but if it takes me 20 seconds to get to his yurt, it's normally going to take me 10 seconds. So I just need to do it, I think, 10 times, which I definitely need to do 10 more gifts to have it actually pay off. Cool. Yep, so we have our horse. Name it after myself. And now we'll have a horse. I am gonna let it out so it can graze on whatever it wants. And now we're gonna sleep to fall. I should probably know what day it is. It's summer 4. Hey, CC, welcome back. So that makes it summer 7. That's summer 9. Luckily, there are only 10 days per season. If this was like a normal Harvest Moon game and I only slept roughly 6 hours, that would make this definitely a lot harder. And that means this should be fall 1. So we're going to go till about noon on fall 1. And then fall event 1, or fall hard event 1, it happens when you leave the house. I do think it has to be a clear day. I don't remember that exactly. Oh, I have my horse now. Kind of forgot I had my horse.
Yeah.
Show him a milk. Show him a flower. His diary is on this back couch here, and if you check it, you can find out where his heart is. He's at 3 hearts, so we should be good to get heart event 3 at any time. Call my horse. Yeah, he's fine that I read his diary, I think. I hope. I mean, I'm Pony. I do what I want. So another rainy day. Nope. That door hitbox, your dog and your door's hitbox is huge. That is kind of the name of the game for Harvest Moon: A Wonderful and Another Wonderful Life. Is that the hitboxes in this game are very forgiving, which is both a blessing and a curse when it comes to giving gifts and stuff. I never actually have played Harvest Moon DS, but I've really enjoyed watching people play. I'm really excited for Kroll's speedrun here coming up. Okay, so here's Hard Event 3. And it is very simple. It's first option all the way through. Which means we now have started the awfulness that is trying to trigger Hard Event 4. Basically, we have to leave the inner inn somewhere between 7 and 9:30. And if we do that just right, we will get the cutscene on a random day. He does give us a flower here that is out of season. It's not really helpful for anything, but if you actually had somebody that needed a toy flower, and you didn't have one for the fall, I think we're in fall right now, you could definitely do that. I'm so not used to having a horse in this run because it's pretty atypical. I'm actually just not going to see if he's here. So I'm going to go out now, and the reason why I'm going out now is because I need to... yes, I'm trying to get Heart Event 4, but I actually need his hearts to be at 4 hearts. So I do believe I have some more gifts to give, and I'm hoping to catch him in the yurt so that I know what his diary says. So he's not in there. I don't really see him around. I'm not going to waste time because I do have days at this point now that it falls. My fall Heart Event's done. So if I didn't have the horse, that would have been probably a lengthy issue, but pretty good here with the horse. I am hungry. I grabbed that other mogwort or whatever it is. Royal Fern. Okay, let's see if we can find him. It'd be really nice if he was in there. I think I'm probably pretty close, but having that definitive you are at 4 hearts is really nice. So yeah, here he's sleeping at 3 p.m. and you just don't know when he's going to wake up, so you can keep sitting there or you can just go to bed. Like I said, before you're married, Gustafa has a really irregular schedule. Yeah, pretty much. He's just in a really long sleep binge. I do need to start giving him days. Oh my gosh, I have never seen my horse do that. I have never in all my years never seen that. I'm not sure if that's special or Another Wonderful Life specific, but that was I don't know. It wasn't cool for you, but that was awesome. Wow. He's just, oh, don't you, if she walks in, I kind of want to find out if she walks in, but you got to go fast. So let's hope today he's not going to be sleeping. We're kind of running, not fully short on days, but that door. Oh, really, Stray? Hey, Stray Faye, by the way. Of course he's sleeping. I think he's honestly stuck sleeping. That's not sleeping, that's dead. I'm going to give him to 11. Come on. I'm getting kind of sick of this guy. What is this 3-day bender of sleeping? He's been sleeping at 11, he's been sleeping at 2, and he's been sleeping at 4. What day is it today? It's fall 7. It's too early. I don't know why I'm even coming out. It's far too early. I think I'm gonna try to start getting him in the evening, I guess, and seeing if I can start doing the Gustafa bar scene. I just wish I knew that he had enough hearts. Aha! Good morning, sleepyhead.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oops. Yep, still wooing the hippie. So at this point, I feel semi-comfortable that we can start trying to do bar scene checks. Like I said, anytime I wake up between 6:30 p.m. and I would say probably 9 p.m. is a good time to start checking. It does probably have to be a clear night, given what the cutscene is. So I'll take that into consideration as I go to the bar.
Yeah.
Give him a milk. Give him a flower. So yeah, if you enjoy researching and routing and things like that, Another Wonderful Life is an amazing game for that. Strictly because it's almost an untouched game. We've done some runs of it. Our roots are rudimentary, but it's a perfect game for somebody who really wants to sink their teeth into something and get to learn the ins and outs of it. So I'm gonna guess this is a rock. Oh no, it's a dare roll versus the Yeti, I believe. Point. So this is the Yeti of A Wonderful Life. It's also in, obviously, Another Wonderful Life. And Maku Maku actually can be friended. It likes fish and it likes flowers. You can give 5 of each day. And once you become his friend in, I believe it's just in Special Edition, he actually will give you a record. And there's a glitch where he gives you a record for every subsequent gift you give after the first record. Oh, I forgot I was going to go to the bar. Oh no. I didn't know you could trigger 2 Daryl cutscenes back to back. Yeah, I think it's just my capture, is that it's this dark at night. Because now I'm looking at the capture, the replay, and it's darker than what I'm seeing. So I think I just need to bump that. There, that should help a little bit. Well, it's pretty late. I don't think I can trigger him there, but we're gonna try anyways. Since we've now gone through 2 Daryl cutscenes just to get to this point. So all we have to do is go into the inn and out. And then, yeah, here it is. So we're in the last probably 2-3 minutes. So it looks like we're going to be right on time as far as the estimate goes. And he asked me for a drink, and I don't even get a choice, of course. And then we decided to go stargazing. So now that this cutscene is done, or not done. So we're going to listen to the 4th part of his song. And now now we can propose to him. So we're actually going to catch him. I'm 90% sure that if he does that scene at all, he's already at 4 hearts. Just to double check, I can't actually gift him. Oh, I already gifted him today. We're just going to try. Nope. See. Okay. So we do have to give him more affections. Hey, Desert, good morning. So it looks like we're going to go over estimate just a little bit. I was kind of scared there was going to be another terrible cutscene. Nami, back off my man. I swear. I swear. Move. Stop looking at the sky. Oh,
Yeah.
no. So if you try to gift them a gift and they're not in a mood that doesn't take gifts, they'll try to take it. They say no, and then they won't accept it for the day. So kind of bad luck on my part. It looks like I'm probably going to have to do a second day. Oh, that was bad. Okay, so he randomly, if you stand next to somebody, they talk to you. And what happened was I was standing next to him holding a gift, and he randomly talked to me in a position that he couldn't accept a gift in. So that was basically a whole day wasted because I tried to use 2 gifts on him when he wasn't able to accept them. Which means I think I have to do still like 2 more days. I think I'm maybe 5 minutes out. Let's hope that he wakes up at 10. If he's in the yurt, that'd be like the best. And awake.
Yeah.
We'll just check. Yep, he's at 4 hearts now. Oh my gosh. Okay, so this is actually a pretty cute cutscene, but I'm a little upset that I just hit it. So Nina is going to be racing the turtle. And her just expressions at the end are some of my favorites. I won't spoil who wins. So Nina wins, and she gets this tear in her eye. She is great. I assume she dies shortly after that. Yeah, we actually just realized that, CC. Stray Faye posted a video of the horse dying, and that was the first time we actually had seen that happen. Oh, it's 1 a.m. I am a fool. I thought it looked pretty dark, but now that I upped the brightness, I don't notice it as much. All right, so I'm gonna stay far enough away from him that he doesn't talk to me. Actually, I'm gonna try to just give it to him.
Yeah.
I did all the cutscenes and everything. He should still be at 4 hearts. I'm gonna go in and check after him. Yeah, at 4 hearts. So this is really weird. And it's too early in winter to push this. Yes. Worst case, he just proposes at the end of the year. And at this point, I'm actually considering just going to the end of the year. Come on. I think he's still in love with Nami, and that's why he's not. Nobody's home or nobody's composed enough to answer the door. He's ghosting me now.
Yeah.
No, there is no seasonal background music in this game. You get records, and the records are the only way you can change the music, really. And you only change it to your farm. So I've heard all 4 parts of the song, and that's how I know that I've gotten. That's how I know I've gotten all of his affection points. Down. Oh, they changed that in this door. This door. I'm choking hard now that I'm behind. Yeah, so yeah, if any of you are wondering, this is 20 minutes behind the normal time that we have for this. Or behind world record, at least.
Yeah.
Cool. I don't know why he felt like he needed 5 hearts of affection, but here it is. So now we'll listen to the full song that he basically composed the whole time. Damn, a dwarf turned into the girl, turned that I love so. Looked like her, dressed like her, smelt like her. Gustafa's her. So that's time. So I'm going to show you Z Cheat really quick. So obviously here's my inventory. Nothing really special. I have 5,000 gold and just some flowers and milk. I'm going to take my controller out, put it in slot 3. So this is a dev tool that they left in. If I push Z, and then if I go back into slot 1 and I push start, it didn't work. Maybe let's push. There. So now I have 99 light hose, 99 light sickles, 99 body hypers, 99 sickles, weird hose, all the records. So yeah, that's Z Cheat. Gives you everything you want and more. So this is my favorite record. It's from SNES that we just heard. So thanks. I want to thank you all for watching. If you're interested in Another Wonderful Life or any of the Harvest Moon games, obviously be checking out the Discord. And I really appreciate taking the time to show you off the game. I believe Muget is up next with some brand new Harvest Moon. What's the newest one?